Wouldn't be hard.
Not hard at all to get more subscribers. We could do it a few as well. YouTube.com/TheWrestledope. That is where you will find our videos. Now, we had the team of Anderson and Desmond Wolfe. They took on Kurt Angle and the Pope D'Angelo De Niro.
Yeah, I like the Pope. He's cool. Why he's in tag matches? I suppose it's probably for the build for the pay-per-view and stuff. Didn't Angle get a bit broke up with those tags by Mr. Anderson? That was pretty fun.
As I mentioned, star power in TNA extremely strong now. Just looking at those four guys in the ring, with the possible exception of Wolf for the moment, I thought that maybe Kurt and the Pope, as well as Anderson, those three guys really shone quite brightly. Somebody in the WWE must be watching this saying, what did we do? Why did we let these guys go? But would they have even given the Pope that chance, even if they dreamed up the gimmick in WWE?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think when you look at WWE sometimes, and I don't want to get all political about it, but who was the last real serious contender that was, black in the WWE?
That is one that I thought about this week. It's very interesting you mentioned that. Thinking back, I could think of Bad News Brown. That's going back far. But other than that, I would say you had perhaps Action Booker T. He was champion. You had your Ron Simmons, and who else?
That's about it, really, yeah. Booker, it's a good point, actually. I forgot about Booker. Ron Simmons. But there's not a whole lot. And I don't think that gimmick would have worked. Well, maybe the gimmick would have worked, but Pope certainly wouldn't have got the push he's getting in TNA and WWE ever. No way.
Indeed, and what a loss of talent for WWE. They just keep doing it. It doesn't matter who it is. Anybody who you sit back and think, wow, that guy could be the next breakout star. He could be that guy who sells that merchandise. They just leave that guy go, and unfortunately a lot of times it's due to that TV rating of PG-13. They just haven't got storylines for some of these guys who are perhaps a bit more controversial than anybody who isn't. And certainly at the moment, as you've said yourself, characters very safe in the WWE now, and nothing too edgy. At least when it does get edgy, you wonder why, because you fancy it all the time. But there you go, that's what we've had to deal with recently with that PG rating. Moving on now with TNA Impact and this week's TV taping at Destination X, Anderson versus Angle. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I think I would buy it too. Both are always great to watch, and again, why WWE let these guys slip through their fingers is beyond me, because they're more entertaining to watch on every side of the business, from the promos to the in-ring stuff to everything, than so many people in WWE that are getting the push. And likewise, as we just said, the Pope again, another one who they missed the boat there. But interesting to see that Mick Foley and Bischoff thing, that angle with the head shaving, kind of brought back memories of a previous Wrestlemania, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. And do you think that they were saying to themselves, let's do what WWE would only do on a pay-per-view on a TV taping? But that leads me to the point that I wanted to make about Bischoff. Now, Bischoff is really starting to get annoying, not just on the internet, because he's talking on his Facebook. He's having this back and forth with Honky Tonk Man now, and whatever about his little feud that he's having, it's what he's saying in these interviews, and you can read the transcripts online. Certainly hit any of the news sites and you'll find out about it. But Bischoff really is starting to shoot now on what he calls the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, and any sensible questions that he was asked in a recent interview, such as what's wrong with the ratings right now, he just brushed off. He didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he should take a leaf out of Boyzone's book Definitely, you say it best when you say nothing at all. Pay attention, Bischoff. Ronan Keating, he tells it like it is, and I think opening your mouth so much isn't good for anyone. I mean, if you don't address it, it doesn't become a situation, and the more you do, it becomes a bigger situation. So someone, especially with that kind of star power and who's over TNA, it's no matter what you're going to answer, it's not going to be good. So zip it.
I'm just wondering why he's in every angle. He's in about 3 or 4 angles in the show. You start off, he's in that Hogan angle where he's telling Hogan, now even him, just like Bubba the Love Sponge and Brooke before him, Hogan being told not to wrestle anymore because he's so broken down. Hogan has reportedly said that he loves that storyline, and certainly I enjoy it too. But then you've got more Bischoff in the form of that Mick Foley angle. Let's not forget the fact that Bischoff is also involved with Jeff Jarrett and his angle. How much more Bischoff are we going to have here? I mean, it's just gone crazy now.
Yeah, it is. It has become the Bischoff show, and yeah, they want to pull it back a bit. I mean, he doesn't need to be in, especially the Jarrett one. I mean, they're just dragging the absolute arse out of it, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I know, as we said last week, Jarrett's probably working the whole lot of them and having the last laugh himself and his old man, but at the same time, less Bischoff, I think, and for all that time Bischoff hogs, you could have your ODBs on TV and your Jay Lethals, but nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen, and indeed we had Awesome Kong officially released now this week. It's been made 100% official, no longer with the company. We said last week that could indeed be a very big blow for the Knockouts division, and indeed with Bischoff hogging all that screen time, you've got very little time left for anyone else. That's not even talking about Hulk Hogan and the Nasty Boys, etc., etc. It was tricking me for a couple of weeks. It was that big restart, that reboot of TNA with the 4-sided ring, the change up, and indeed it just isn't something that I'm enjoying anymore. It doesn't have any substance. It's Bischoff every couple of minutes. It's Hogan. It's too much. Where are the guys we were watching 3 years ago?
Yeah, it is. It is kind of WCW territory they're in now for the most part. I mean, the kind of 2000, late 99, early 2000 era WCW, especially with some of the talent that just get lumped together in one segment, like all the knockouts. If you've noticed for the last couple of weeks, you just catch the whole lot of them and put them all in one little segment, give them 6-7 minutes, and that's it for a week, and that's not good, and that's why I didn't really I suppose I mean, what I'm trying to say is I liked TNA originally because they had so many segments with 2 or 3 knockout matches per Impact, where now everyone is just, it's a complete cluster.
Absolutely, it was very unique back then, always something new and different on the card, and it had a great competitive knockouts division. Now this week on Impact, with the knockouts, you had Angelina Love in the ring with Daphne, and the beautiful people interrupting there. Now the beautiful people are getting a little bit tired now. We had them before the Hogan Bischoff era for a long time. They certainly are legit in the sense that we know who they are and we kind of buy their gimmick because it's probably pretty close to maybe what they're like in real life, do you think?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. They do have those high rated segments when it comes to the ratings and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm over the beautiful people. I think I quite like what's her face, Daphne. She's cool. And more of the singles matches, definitely. Not all this just throw everybody in together for the 6 or 7 minutes, like I just said. Sucks.
Absolutely. And Angel was pulled to the outside of the ring, and she met the steel bar, courtesy of the beautiful people. At that point, Taz asked, "Can that hurt a woman?" Taz says a lot of stupid stuff. But anyway, Tara came in aiming at Daphne for Destination X this Sunday. That's the match going on there.